right, so we are in the land of technical difficulties here with CampfireCritics.
Once again.
I'll tell you, we need
to get either a producer or somebody that knows how to handle a computer.
Do you know computers? Give us a shout, CampfireCritics at yahoo.com.
Because it decided to close. We just had a 43-minute video going with actually some half-decent stuff. I thought we actually worked on that pretty good. Just to find out that the battery died. The battery died. Even though it was plugged in, it still died.
And it lost.
And because we didn't hit stop, we hit pause. That's 43 minutes of our day gone for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, which took us about 2 hours to get to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we already smoked a fighting cock cigar, Connecticut wrapper, Nicaraguan fillers. It was delicious. It had some earthy tones to it off the beginning.
Yeah.
And
we also drank. It was called the Double Hop Pop by Aeronaut Brewing in Somerville, Mass. Really nice IPA. We both said
delish.
I highly recommend if you have an opportunity, either try it on tap or get a 4-pack or 6-pack. However,
that one was 8.4% alcohol.
Great beer. Really nice flavors.
A breakfast beer.
Look. So these are made by Down the Road. See how it's kind of hazy, but really more of a pilsner. This looked like orange juice when we poured it.
It looked like you pulled a glass out of the Charles River and dumped some OJ in it.
Yeah, it was like old creek water that had gone bad.
But nice taste, fruity, a little sweet on the tongue, sweet finish, and but not sugary finish.
Yeah, and with the Connecticut, it paired very nicely because you didn't have like that really dark flavor from this. You didn't have either one didn't overpower the other.
It was nice. Nice pairing.
But then none of that really matters because none of you guys even got to experience that with us because we
missed out on some of that.
We lost all that.
So now we've gone to an Alec Bradley. It's a V2L Black Ligeros. Off the bat, it's a pretty big cigar. It's a pretty dark cigar. So people that are afraid of Maduros are going to
52 ring gauge
shy away from it a little bit, and I would say don't. It's been a nice smooth smoke. Start to probably halfway at this point. We are drinking a Dreamtime New England IPA ale.
Made by Down the Road Brewing in Everett, Mass.
Pale amber and hazy Australian hops with a pine finish. And Ryan said he smelled a little pine.
You can smell the pine. You can smell the pine when you open it up. You can smell it on the head.
7% alcohol.
A little bit, and what you guys didn't get to experience, the people that listen to our audio will. When Glenn decided to pour the rest of the can into his beer, you could actually see all the sediment, whatever it was that was in the bottom of that can. Went right to the bottom of his glass.
So somebody that bothers, keep the bottom of the can in the bottom of the can,
or drink it out of the can altogether, and you don't have to worry about it.
There you go. You won't see nothing.
Half the reason why we only pour them in the glass is for you guys, but you didn't really get to experience that because it didn't save. Again, this is Campfire Critics, Ryan and Glenn. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you can also find us right on our own email, which is CampfireCritics at yahoo.com. And we need people
requests, something we might think about reviewing. Send us your requests. If
like
it's
and
something
subscribe.
You'd like us to talk about. Please subscribe
because we're not going to get many more of these videos done if we don't start getting subscribers because it's coming out of our pocket. We are unofficially sponsored by beer. Well, not by beer, but by a different beer company we can't name because it's unofficial.
They provided us some beers to try for the podcast.
It's a customer of mine that gave me a whole bag of beer full of all different types of treats and said,
thank you.
He knew that me and Glenn did these videos and gave me a whole big bag. So we're kind of screwed up at this point because before we did an audio video to catch up to where we were video-wise, which we were video-wise 43 minutes, audio-wise 23 minutes. Now we are 4 minutes into actual audio and 22 minutes of video.
Yeah, it's rough. We've had a rough day. It's a Monday. We should have expected it on Monday.
We're going to probably try to not have all these technical difficulties going forward because we're going to try to either make sure the computer's fully charged or just go right to as audio and be done with it. You guys let us know. Maybe you guys like the audio better than the video, and we'll do it that way. It is September 30th.
The end and final day of September.
And it is cold.
It's chilly out. We got to be...
It's got to be low
50s.
Low 50s. Probably the next time we do a video one, if we do another video one, we're going to be around a campfire.
Actually in front of the campfire.
Then we will actually be Campfire Critics because we're not actually... We haven't done one actually with a campfire.
We had a roll in last week.
Yes.
We did have a little burn going. We weren't by it. We were in the pool yesterday. The pool water with no heater in our Gibraltar pool. 72 plus yesterday.
I probably would not have made it into a pool.
Today I'm thinking
it was nice yesterday, but it wasn't hot. It was not hot. It
wasn't hot and a little bit of a breeze. So we were sitting in the sun and just hanging out in the sun. It was probably in the 80s. And then being able to get into the water above 70 degrees was no problem. But
because today I got long pants on, long shirt.
Yeah, today's chilly. I'm not going to lie. I'm in
cold.
shorts and I'm chilly. We are putting down beers, and we've been doing so since about 10 o'clock this morning. So, we've
bear with us on that.
Little chilly, but we're gonna move ahead.
Yeah.
At this point, we both did some things over the weekend. You had head to Dave and Buster's or something in Woburn, Massachusetts. And what was your experience there?
Good, other than the fact that the bar is not staffed properly. It's a really big bar with, and if you're on the non-busy side, you're not going to get a lot of...
so if you fight for one of those spots right in front of the bartender, you might get some pretty good service. He had headed to the open end of the bar where you could actually get a seat. And nobody turned around and looked at him.
I had an empty beer glass most of the time.
Dave and Buster's, he went in there on a Groupon.
Yep.
So he wasn't paying much to play the video games.
$25 for all the games you can play for free.
You can play?
Well, other than $25, which every game's $1. So if you played, and they have over 100 games there, so
easy enough.
You're already
burn through $25.
It doesn't take long, especially when there was two of us, and it was two free passes.
So Dave and Buster's is praying that by you coming in with that Groupon, you're gonna 1, drink a few drinks and pay all the money for the drinks. 2, and maybe buy something to eat.
And we did both, and we still got really bad service. The
service they got was good. It was the problem of not getting service. Yes. Which drove them nuts. I literally took an order with the bartender at the time for my food and my drink order, and then she went home. Yeah, no good.
And the other bartender had to then figure out where we were because Sunday Night Football was coming on, and they decided that that's when they're going to start cutting all. So
a busy spot, vendors. A Sunday during football. And you've got one person behind a very large bar, not keeping up with the customers. You're losing money. So figure it out, make it right. I myself, we went out to dinner,
right?
Texas Roadhouse. It's a safe bet. It's not my absolute favorite. Yeah. My parents love it. My parents had actually gone there for dinner the night before. They had just returned from being away and invited us again last night. Got the prime rib, got the biggest cut they had, which is 16 ounces. I'm not going to lie. I'm a pretty big appetite guy. I could probably do a 20 ounce if we stepped that up a little bit, which I would say give that a shot because you're losing money by only having a 16 as your big cut. Yeah. There should be, a king cut or something like that above and beyond. The meat was cooked perfectly. I like medium rare. It was nice and red, exactly how I like it. Yeah. They do some weird stuff with the seasonings there. You get a little bit of a weird flavor with it, but I'm growing more used to it because I've eaten there several times now. I enjoyed it. I'll go back. The beer, Campfire Critics, we're all about craft beer here. Cigars, which I can't have in any restaurant in Massachusetts.
But we're also about craft beer when we can't have
craft
the cigars.
Beer. So when we go in, we sit down, they come over, they take a drink order. It's the first thing they do. I ask, hey, what do you got for craft beers on tap? They had one. I got it. It wasn't good enough for me to even recall the name.
Yeah, which tells you everything you need to know right there. It's common with a lot of these chains. What they do is they pick the safe bet.
Yeah.
So somebody there liked it enough to say we're going to put it on draft.
Safe bet, yes. I didn't pick up the tab. I'm not sure what that beer is, but usually a craft beer somewhere between $6 and $10 or $11.
And at that point, if I'm going to go out to a restaurant and have a craft beer, I want to either A, remember it because it was that good, or B, remember it because
I don't want to have it again.
For me not to remember the name,
I don't remember that.
That tells you should have just had a Bud Light at that point.
And I only had one. So usually when I sit down, waitress comes over, asks for that drink order, I'm going to get something. Next, they come over, they ask for an appetizer order. If I've killed my beer at that point, I'll order another one. If I haven't, I'm going to finish that one. By the time they come back to order the meal, I'm ordering my second beer. So you've got me for anywhere between 12, 20, whatever, in just a couple of beers. You're going to make some money. That's profit. That's what these places are all about. You know, some of our favorite restaurants and stuff are closing. Yeah. This is why. Figure it out. The managers of these places should be holding these people accountable. Get your drink orders. You're losing money. And I'm not about overpouring. I'm not about overserving. I'm about giving your customers what they want and expect. Yeah, there were a lot of people hanging around at this restaurant that were not doing a whole lot. Yeah, service should have been quicker.
And I agree that, you know, if on my Dave and Buster's side, there should have been at least 2 bartenders. I mean, there was 3 bar backs. Yeah. So you had 3 bar backs, one woman actually taking the orders. So you had all the people in the world that can take an empty glass. But there's nobody that can actually fill the glass up once you get that empty glass because they can't save it.
See what I'm looking at here? It went dark. And I just lost it.
But if you hit... hold on 1 second. We're going to come right back.
Hey, welcome back, Campfire Critics. On the video front, we've had some technical difficulties today, and we're fighting our way through it. We've spent an awful lot of time to only be giving you 12 minutes of content.
We
have lost deleted
45 minutes. Plus, we lost...
we got batteries dying.
And when we went to pause...
Hurricanes, lightning.
And we went to pause. It's because the screen went black on his phone.
I think we had a microburst come through here.
Which means we lost our 30 minutes of audio at the same time. Yeah. So
we cannot get verification from the weather.
No one will answer it. We've made calls. No one will answer us.
We've reached out and have been yet to receive a call back on that.
This is probably why we're never going to get any sponsors, because it's that unprofessional.
We suck at this, but we're getting better. Well, we're going to tell you we're getting better. I
think we've actually receded.
Yeah, we got worse. We did better on the first one. I don't know if it was beginner's luck, but we've had more problems today than I can even fill you in on. Anyway, so we're powering through the Dreamtime New England IPA, 7% alcohol from down the road.
Really nothing to say, wow, that was really good.
Not bad.
Not bad,
but not fantastic.
Great. I wouldn't, just like we were saying on the audio front, I wouldn't go to a liquor store and buy this beer.
I wouldn't seek it out.
No. If you're someone new to craft beer, this might be the way to start. It is that light. And there's really not that much flavor that's going to make you say, ugh, you know.
I'd love to tell you that the reason that this beer is a little underperforming for us is because we're putting down this Bradley V2L Black Ligeros. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think the beer is a little bit, the L for Ligeros in the cigar would be L for lame in the beer. It's just not doing much for me.
Usually we get some kind of pairing notes. Not that we're big on oak and all this stuff, but we usually can say, hey, listen, either A, the cigar is too powerful, or B, the beer is too powerful. In this case, they're neither are that unbelievable flavors, but they don't pair well either, because you can't tell, you can't decipher where the beer started and the cigar ended, or vice versa. So
we did start. That was an 8.4% alcohol content on that first beer, the double hop,
and that had a great flavor.
Delicious. That was a delicious
paired
beer.
Great with that the Fighting Cock cigar, which was a Nicaraguan style cigar. Connecticut based, but everything in it was Nicaraguan. I don't know if we haven't said anything about the Alec Bradley on either of these videos because we lost our info.
What I can tell you about the Alec Bradley is that I'm enjoying the crap out of it. It is really big
and it's dark,
a little scary for some of those people that are afraid of the Maduros and stuff, but not a super powerful cigar. It's not killing me. I'm not picking up anything that I can really.
Or nothing now.
I got nothing. This one goes to I like it. I don't like it. So far, I like it. I liked it over the weekend when I smoked it without beer. So I would say it's a buy at this point. We're probably halfway done, maybe a little more with this cigar at this point. And this is going to be a short one for you.
And it's the same as where we started. The flavors really haven't changed from the first half to the second half. You
it's
know,
not stronger now.
Some cigars have different flavors. It burned the same. The only thing I actually have to say is it actually got better for me because at first I had a really tight draw. It wasn't burning really that hot, so it kept going out on me. Now it's actually burning pretty consistent, and I'm not having all those issues. Other than that, I really have no other notes other than I like it. I mean, there's really no
good construction.
I don't taste leather. I don't taste any of that stuff.
And I'm trying. I did get a little of the retrohale stuff going today. Little exhaling through the nose. It could be because we had a high alcohol content with the first beer. This one's 7%, and we're both getting down to the end of that second beer. It could be that that's changed my profiles and I can't really pick anything up. So I'm not sure that without the beer, I may be picking up some subtleties. I don't today. I don't.
And I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I mean, I think we've lost so many
little aggravation for us where we've
lost
had
so many videos at this point.
Issues.
We almost decided not to even continue doing the video at this point.
We almost wrapped it up
because we just said it was just a waste of time at this point.
But for some of you guys that do enjoy a short video, this will be one of the shortest we've had.
And because we're Campfire Critics and we actually care what you guys think, we're going to power through this. And, some people don't like the fact that we mentioned...
The show must go on.
Yes. And, some people don't like the fact that we mentioned we had audio or whatever. Too bad. We had these issues.
We're honest with you.
We're here to tell you about our experience while we're drinking these beers, while we're smoking these cigars. And our experience was computers and all these apps suck.
Yep. Or we suck. They might be the greatest programs since sliced bread, and
but like most people, we're not going to blame ourselves for it. We're going to blame the technology. So that's what I'm going with.
Damn computers.
It wasn't us. It was them. So I don't know if we mentioned it on the video point, but we are on Podbeam also while we're doing this video.
Podbeam.
At Campfire Critics. You can find us at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email us right at CampfireCritics.
Send us an email.
At CampfireCritics@yahoo.com. I don't let Glenn say it anymore because he usually gets the name wrong.
I throw... geez, you'd think I know it's our name. But
he usually calls it Cigar Critics.
Cigar Critics.
Or something else. So
Campfire
I've taken over the responsibility of making sure that I label all this stuff so that you guys actually can pick it up.
I'm thinking about food now.
It is now... almost 1 o'clock.
It's time for lunch. We didn't eat breakfast. We had beer.
And the beer that we had for breakfast, we did say was a breakfast beer.
It's breakfast.
You could easily walk into your office with that in your glass.
Absolutely.
They could see it.
If you're one of these guys that thinks beer is food, might as well be an egg and cheese sandwich.
Absolutely believe that was a glass of orange juice that you walked in
It was delicious.
sat in your cubicle with.
Delicious.
It was delicious. And you could get a good morning buzz.
Good.
So...
Good.
Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see that because we lost all that. Anyway.
It was great. You guys missed out.
Yeah. We had a great time.
We did.
Unfortunately, it was to dead air because it went to nothing.
Yeah.
Someone if you like the video and you know computers and you know how to catch us back to where we were, let us know. Send us a comment. We could hire you as our...
Yeah, we'd hire you. There's no pay, but we could probably
we'd hire you as our producer. We could
try
pay
and
in
get
beer
you
and
some
cigars.
free beer. Maybe a cigar.
Maybe. At least you could say you're part of Campfire Critics. We could put you on the videos.
I'd say any retired Fox News people, we'd be probably close to the same page. I'm thinking if you're a CNN guy, Never mind.
We said we weren't going to, and we deleted all
it's
that.
not politics.
And we lost all that stuff that was talking about politics. So I thought we were going back down a path of least resistance. Apparently we're not. So so if you're from Fox News and you like Campfire Critics, I guess send us an email or like us and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you find us. We are basically on every social media platform, including YouTube.
If there's one that you know of that we don't, I'm an old guy. I only know what's right in front of me.
I mean, if we have to go down the road of
stuff.
I mean, we could do the newspaper. I mean, at least then we don't have to worry about it. I mean, at least we don't have to worry about it.
We're thinking about sending letters. What do you think? Snail mail.
Yeah. Subscribe and send us your email. We'll email you our whole notes of the video.
Mailing address.
Yeah.
We'll send it
whatever.
Whatever you like best.
You'll probably get a better profile that way because you don't have to listen to us ramble.
We won't lose it. Yeah, we won't lose it. It won't get deleted. So he's down to like his last 1 or 2 sips of the Dreamtime. I got about a quarter of a glass left, so it really didn't change from the beginning of the sip to the last sip. I mean, you could tell a little bit of the pine like on the smell, but I mean, flavor-wise, there wasn't a ton. If you put yours up I don't know if you could see it on there. There is a ton of stuff floating at the bottom of his beer. And we mentioned that when we were pouring it. You could see all of a sudden you could see all this stuff come out of the bottom of the can. That is a common thing with craft beer. So if that bugs you,
drink it out of the can. A lot of times they say, drink. Some of them like the heady toppers. I know we've mentioned that almost every video. Hopefully I can get some soon so we can sample it on the video because it's delicious on any point. But it'll tell you drink from the can because of the fact that there's sediment at the bottom.
They don't want you to see all the crap.
A lot of people don't want to see that. That's kind of a common thing we've noticed.
That's your flavor.
With all of the hazy beers that we've had doing Campfire Critics. We've noticed that when you pour the very bottom of that beer into your glass, you're going to see crap floating around. So if you're somebody that is into craft beer and you have a friend come over and he's not, don't have them poured into a glass because it might scare them away.
The crap floating around.
Yeah, they don't want to see it.
It'll bum them out.
It bummed us out.
It'll scare you a little bit.
It scared us, and we know what we're doing.
It's freaky, but it is.
We're professionals, actually.
October tomorrow. So we can go the Halloween little freaky beer action. We'll look for the beers that have more stuff floating around just to scare you.
We're gonna start doing some stouts, sour beers, all these different types. If there's a certain type,
not a stout guy.
And I've never had a sour, but
we're going. I haven't had sour either.
We're gonna go down that road together. We're all gonna experience it together as one. If there's a certain style beer that you guys really love and you want us to talk about it, and there's a certain beer that you've fallen in love with, let us know.
Email.
Or comment, subscribe.
Either way. Twitter.
We've mentioned before with YouTube, the only way that you're going to see us is if you start liking and subscribing, because that's the only way people are going to start seeing, other than the people that
we want to know you're out there. As far as we know right now, we've got about 3 people that have seen our.
And they're basically family at this point.
They're my kids. I love my kids.
So if you like and subscribe, you're gonna see us on YouTube. We'll start
Fox News.
Probably not.
CNN.
Definitely not.
Channel 5.
Probably not. If we reach out to a
Phantom Gourmet.
Maybe.
You just never know where we might pop up.
And
during the Bruins game.
And where we are,
New England Patriots.
And wherever we go, the unprofessionalism will follow.
WWE.
Because we will bring whatever quality of that program is down significantly, just because we're there all of a sudden.
Wicked tuna.
All of a sudden, they've never had audio and video issues before. We'll get
the
there,
mad fishermen.
and they'll lose the whole goddamn fishing trip.
Nesson, Bruins, Red Sox.
Yep. It doesn't matter. We'll be there, and we'll bring it down with us. That's what we bring to the table.
Candlepin bowling.
Complete unprofessional everything to this, but we have fun doing it, and that's really. I mean, we do it to have fun, but we also do it so that people can actually learn something.
Curling national championships.
See, this is where we go. See, for people that don't know Glenn, if you don't answer a text from him, you'll get 30 with just one word answers.
30.
If not more. He'll just keep blink, 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 blink. So when you're really busy...
Go ahead and ignore me. Go ahead.
So, like, if you're at work and you're really busy and you're talking to a customer, your phone shouldn't be in your pocket because it's going to go off every 2 fucking seconds with Glenn sending you nonsense. There's no rhyme or
capital N.
There's no rhyme or reason to what he's sending you, but he's sending it to you.
That's it. It's coming at you.
And that is, again... the other point of doing a podcast and all this stuff is so you learn who we are.
Love us or hate us. We're here for it.
And most people are going to hate us.
Probably.
Because we don't...
well, they'll hate one of us. Or,
we don't really go with the status quo. So most people aren't going to be too satisfied. Again, we don't go politically correct.
No.
I mean, we always said this is a podcast for man stuff.
Man stuff.
So if you have a problem with that...
Could be manscaping. Could be man fragrances. Probably not smoked meat.
Yeah, we could go down the smoked meat point.
Could be restaurants.
You're probably not going to see us doing any manscaping on the air. So here's the thing. For
live manscaping coming at you next week.
Have you ever heard of ballscapes?
Ballscapes. No.
So this is something that has come and gone from the internet and stuff. I've never actually saw one other than the fact that I was listening to a different podcast and they talked about it. So
ballscapes coming at you.
So basically what you find is a nice panoramic scene, whether it be mountains, a lake, and you drop the camera below your ball sack and you take the picture, and the top of the picture is your balls. You'll never see either one of us.
Probably not going to get a whole lot of ballscape views here at CampfireCritics.
If you do, it's probably because we've had one too many.
That's right.
Beers,
we went
and it went
heavy
down
on the 9 point,
and it went down a dark path.
Yeah. No ballscapes.
So we were talking before. It is September 30th.
It's cold.
And it is fucking cold out.
It's cold.
I don't know how you're doing the shorts and t-shirt right now.
I'll tell you.
Because I got long sleeves and long pants, and I'm still freezing.
This could be one of the last short sleeve with shorts videos we do. I've had an opportunity to really enjoy this summer, and I have taken it right to the edge, right to the last minute. We were in the pool yesterday. That's the Gibraltar pool, which we have had wonderful things to say about. They're located in Topsfield, Massachusetts. If you can't get an in-ground pool at your house and you want a pool, look into Gibraltar, because very well made.
It's in just enough.
It's a brick
ground that you actually get to keep some heat.
Yep. It's almost 100% made in America. There's a little bit made in Canada, which is the piping for the.
So we're keeping it in the North Americas.
That's it. So it's good stuff. Check them out if you need.
We are getting into the point of it getting pretty cold. So if we'll probably might tone down on the video front and stick more to the Podbeam, because we might be at the point where we're not going to be able to bring a laptop.
We might have to do it inside. We might have to do it in a restaurant.
Yeah,
we might have to
not at a restaurant,
Wi-Fi.
but it'd be a cigar establishment. And there are some that do cigars and beer, mainly in the New Hampshire and the Northeast.
I've kind of kicked over to thinking food for whatever the reason. I think it's because we started so early.
So we are both living in the kind of the border of New Hampshire at this point. Yep. So thankfully for you guys, you'll be able to keep listening to us year round, because we'll be able to go to a cigar shop that's
because we know you love us
somewhere in our area, and we'll be able to at least do audio from there, because we can, bring our phones at basically everywhere, and that's where we do our Podbeam.
Have you ever heard of Pocahontas?
I have. Well, that looks like a textbook canoeing situation that you got going on there.
Pocahontas knows about the canoe, and we're not talking Elizabeth Warren. Sometimes this happens. we have been chatting a whole bunch today, and sometimes while I'm puffing away on this stuff, it's not happening, and
the audio is not happening. Actually, yes, you want to continue where you left off. So we almost had another catastrophic nightmare because Glenn doesn't pay attention to the phone as we're doing this. So
I was doing pretty well.
And we're not talking politics, so we're not going to go any farther into that Pocahontas comment.
No.
Unless you want to. We can, but...
Well, we're in Massachusetts, and people love Elizabeth Warren. What untitled recovery? For whatever the reason, all I can say, and this doesn't lead to a particular political party, if they're offering you something for nothing, there's no such thing as free anything. So if somebody's telling you they're going to give you something, you're paying for it somewhere else. And that's as far as I can go.
Yeah.
If you keep that in mind, then when it's vote time, you'll understand that these people that are pandering to folks that owe a bunch of money or might want to go to college for free or whatever the case may be, there's no such thing as free shit. Free shit is expensive, and somebody's paying for it. The taxpayers. And whether you agree with it or not, that's you at the end of the day. You work for a living, you pay taxes, and your taxes will be increased. And the more free shit you give away, the more taxes they need from you to pay for the free shit. So whether it's somebody that's here legally, illegally, a kid going to college, whatever the case may be, if they're telling you you're going to get free shit, it's going to cost you money. Next on our list of things to try, we're going with another Bentwater Brewing beer
called the SluiceJuice.
SluiceJuice.
It is a New England IPA. 6.5% alcohol.
I'm glad you found it. There it is.
So we are going down the path at this point.
We're getting lower in our alcohol content.
So the people that listen to us on Podbeam, you lost us again because this app pretty much sucks. If we don't pay attention to it, it just ends and that's it. So these are nice and ice cold. I mean,
wow, it didn't let us back in.
We were hoping for a nice cold beer earlier, but it's pretty cold now out. So
sound like idiots. Hey, we're catching back up to you guys on our podcast. This is our second
so I was pretty much.
You want to listen to podcasts?
I was ranting because of the fact that we lost our other video, and Glenn decided to add in the other part where I was bitching about the app. Again, we need a producer or somebody that knows how to handle the apps, or
it's just a little too much for us between doing this and trying to do all this stuff.
Unfortunately, because we're trying to do it all ourselves at the same time, going to grab stuff out of the fridge, and
I'm sure it can be done, but the fact that we're drinking beer and
it goes down a path of least resistance.
It even more difficult.
And what happens is we start ranting at the computer, but we don't pay attention that down in the corner of the computer there's a little thing telling us that the battery's going low, and so we don't pay attention, and then the battery dies. The phone app through Podbeam, all of a sudden the screen goes black, and for whatever reason that just ends the app and you lose your video.
You'd think it would stop and let you pick up where it had the problem, but not
so
the case.
If there's an application that you guys like to use,
let us know, please.
For video and audio, let us know, because we are dying.
Oh my God.
This is probably a pretty bad day we've had. I mean, this is probably one of our last Monday videos you're going to see from us. We're both changing our work schedules. So we're going to be going into the afternoon style video. Maybe it'll still be Monday. Who knows? Who cares?
I'm not rinsing my glasses.
You guys don't care either.
Not rinsing.
So this is from Bentwater Brewing out of Lynn, Massachusetts.
You're going to see some foam, because I don't care today.
Oh my God.
I'm done caring, because chances are we're going to lose this video and you're not going to see it anyway. So I have poured directly into the glass, and this is what happens. If you don't,
again, you could bring this to work as orange juice.
It is
just
pretty hazy
as we would expect from a New England style IPA. It is. I mean, it's thick creek water. Or Charles River water for people that lived in Massachusetts all their lives.
Love that dirty water.
And that is dirty water. And we're not much. This beer looks just like it. It's from Lynn, so it makes sense.
I think I'm going for it.
No, I don't think so. So.
Yeah, we had no intention on doing a third beer today. And the problem is we've run out of content because we've lost so many of our videos and everything. So we're at 35 minutes.
For people that know us, we're not going to complain about a third beer. We're not going to say we're not
those guys.
We're not going to say no to it. So when Glenn was doing his ranting, I decided to grab us.
It's early on, so it's still early in the day.
It's only 1 o'clock.
However, you could end up in the doghouse if we run too long. So we're going to have to make this happen. I don't want to see you get in trouble for Campfire Critics. It's not what it's about.
No, Campfire Critics is about having a good time.
It's relaxing, chilling, smoking cigars, drinking beer, maybe listening to some music. However, we run into copyright infringements.
So we can't. When we're on pause, we do.
No music here. Sometimes we sing to each other. You know, you never know what's happening.
You wouldn't want to listen to that. We don't want to hurt your earbuds by listening to us. Babble on about that.
You know, John Bon Jovi is a big fan of the Robert Kraft and the Patriots and stuff. However, he just came out endorsing some certain political party recently. And it's not the one I would expect, John Bon Jovi. However, you know,
I did not hear about this.
These actors and these singers and everybody else, they all seem to jump on this same train. I don't know if it's because they're union after SAG people.
So I don't know about what I don't know about that.
He knows nothing where I'm going.
But what I can tell you is there's a popular view and there's the unpopular view. And if you're a celebrity,
I've never been popular,
or somebody that's on the path of making sure that the people that like you are going to keep liking you, you're going to pick the popular Jesus. The popular.
I'll tell you right now.
The popular opinion.
You'd be better off if you're an actor or an actress to just keep your mouth shut. I don't want to know.
Look at that beer.
We're back to beer.
It is so.
I can't get over the actor and actress thing.
Well, you can stick to that.
I completely enjoy watching TV shows here and there, movies here and there. I don't need to know your political affiliation or your preference.
Don't care. Just like the people that listen to us don't care.
It's actually going to turn me off. Somebody like Robert De Niro, who has come out so extreme, talking, regardless of political party, talking crap about the president of our country. And he's the president of our country. Whether you like it or not,
he is our president.
And the fact that he's so willing to come out and talk about punching him in the face and all this crazy crap, I won't watch him. I'm done. I'm done with them. And I've loved all the gangster movies and everything else throughout time.
You can do all that stuff. Well, guess what? There's a reason why Trump won. I know we didn't go down the political thing, but for the people that don't want to believe it or not, he won because
of the nonsense.
People voted for him. He didn't win because all of a sudden...
I hear it's because of the Russians. That's what I hear. It's because of the Russians.
Anyway. So, whether you like it or not, he won. And he's your president, my president.
Let me make a little prediction here. You heard it here first on Campfire Critics.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to be your fucking president again.
So, all right. So I got to. So I guess we're gonna.
No politics here at
Actually, you know what? Maybe we just talk about him.
You know what?
And maybe we go down and it's because we said this is a man stuff.
Man stuff.
We're not going down the road of gender neutral goddamn fucking bathrooms. We're not.
We have now drawn a line.
This is a man's.
Your rainbow flag is fine, but don't tell me I got to fly one.
No, we're not gonna.
No,
I'm not gonna.
You want equal rights? Equal rights doesn't mean special rights.
Equal rights means
equal rights.
Equal abilities and equal bullshit.
If you get extra points because of who or what you are on a test for the government, That ain't equal rights. How's that equal rights? That's special
That's
rights.
not equal rights. It's specialty.
No more. It's done here at Campfire Critics. we have drawn a
We
line.
are gonna go down the road of
That's it.
fuck it. And you know
That's
why?
it.
And maybe
You're gonna like us or
maybe
you're
it's
not
because
gonna
we're
like
on our third beer and we're saying, you know what?
It could be.
I've been the one trying to toe the line of saying we're not going to talk politics.
I've kept pushing.
And he's pushed it to the point of I just don't give a fuck
We're in it
anymore.
now. We're in it now.
We're also told you're not supposed to swear on Facebook.
God damn it!
And I guess that's supposed to really fuck you on YouTube too, because you
You
can't
guys
swear.
probably aren't even going to get to see us.
No one sees us
We've
anyway.
gone from having this delete on us every couple of minutes to
and
now
maybe that's
we'll get
because people don't want to hear the truth that we have to
maybe
speak.
we can now hit Fox News. You know, Dan Bongino, Tucker Carlson, Sean
Hit us up.
Hannity, all
Email
these
us
guys.
at CampfireCritics@yahoo.com.
Call us up. We'll be live on your show. We'll come to New York. No problem. Or you can come here.
We don't want to go to New York if we don't have to.
no, we really.
So come here. We got a pool.
Got a pool. It's October 1st tomorrow, but, you know, but we got one.
Maybe we'll start filming live from Florida. That would be the dream.
Maybe we'll do Saturday night. live.
Maybe we'll start shooting from the gun range. Cigars in mouth, guns in hand.
Live at Bob's shooting range in Salisbury, Massachusetts, which is
No drinking. No drinking.
No drinking.
No, you can't drink and shoot a
Ain't
gun.
no drinking.
Because gun safety and gun laws.
Gun safety.
We do not believe that it's the gun's fault that you shot yourself in the leg.
Yeah, don't.
You fucked
don't.
up.
You know, if you're cleaning your weapon, please make sure that it's empty.
Always chamber out the round.
That's it. You know, clear.
It doesn't take
clear that chamber.
Clear it. It
Chick,
doesn't take that much effort to make sure that
It's
gun
easy.
is clear.
It's easy. What about firearm safety? We may run a whole segment on firearm safety. You just never know. It's man down.
Now, we always believed that this was going to be a craft beer and cigar forum. And because we've had so many issues this time, I have no doubt that this video might never make it to anybody.
Yeah, might not.
And that's why we don't really give a shit what we say, because no one's going to see it anyway. No one sees it anyway. So, this is Campfire Critics. You can find us at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Register to vote.
But because of what we just said,
Republican.
you're probably not going to see us on Facebook, because that is an instant red flag.
Republican.
They'll probably delete
Trump.
us. They'll block us.
Vote Trump. 2020.
We might have a Trump 2020 flag right behind us, and that will trigger everyone, because no one will want to listen to us.
If you're easily triggered, yeah, you might have the wrong podcast.
So at first, I said we were going to
We've
stick
gone there.
to the point of we're not going
We're
down
staying
that
there
road.
now.
But because we've had so many fucking problems,
That's it.
we
We've
don't
had
care.
it.
Don't care.
We've
Trump,
had it.
2020.
Have you heard about this whole impeachment thing since we're on this?
Oh, no, Jesus.
my
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've heard
I
about
swear.
Oh,
I
my
swear.
God.
My
Now
God.
we're at 40.
They're going to impeach this guy
They're
for
not-
something that somebody thinks somebody else might have heard somebody say from a second cousin 3 times removed.
Not only are they not going to impeach him, he's going to win another 4 years.
4 more years. 4 more years!
Oh my God. Because all these people are just shooting themselves in the leg. Listen, you have Trump, one Republican guy going against, at least at this point, at least 8 Democratic presidential nominees.
And who are the Republican challengers? We get somebody like Bill Weld, who looks like he just stumbled out of a bar, who talks nonsense.
So the Republican votes are
Don't even concern yourself with any of the Republican challengers.
now
This guy has done more good
if
things.
you are a politician,
Drinking the foam.
so if you're a politician, and your president is Republican, and you're a Republican, why would you then run against the guy that is in your party? All you're doing is pulling votes
Yeah, unemployment
from the guy
is
that you
really
win.
low.
It is very low.
Unemployment's really low.
Manufacturing's at an all-time high.
Manufacturing. The coal plants have fired back up.
His approval rating's at an all-time high too.
Digging the coal. These people that have been out of work, that have had nothing. You know, entire cities and towns and stuff were founded around these places that
Yep.
coal mine and stuff like that. They're back.
So I lived in Florida for a couple of years.
Florida guy.
Not a Florida guy.
Massachusetts, Florida guy.
Transplant.
Massachusetts want to be a Florida guy.
So I worked in a town called Titusville.
Titusville.
Some people might know that as NASA.
T-money.
Because I worked in a town that was based around NASA. Well, when
do they have a certain area code out there?
321.
321. What comes after that?
Brevard County.
Blast off.
So there was another president. Some might know him as Obama.
Oh.
Well, he decided we're going to close down NASA. Well, when you work in a town that's based around NASA, I can tell you that when the government decides to close down your industry, it's a sad situation. So when people would come in with no money in their pocket because they had no other career option other than to work at a grocery store or something at that point, and they've spent their whole lives building rockets and all this other crazy stuff, and they'd come in wearing a T-shirt.
CampfireCritics.
Wearing a T-shirt saying whatever program they worked on, and they can't find work now. That's a bad situation.
Bad situation.
I mean,
unemployed.
Almost every house that was in that town was boarded up.
No jobs left.
Now it's booming again.
There's
now skyscrapers. There's more building manufacturing companies in that area than there ever has been.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Love him or hate him, he's done things for you.
He's gotten stuff done with no assistance whatsoever of the Democratic Party. Can you imagine, with the amount of stuff this guy's got done, we've got a fantastic economy. We've got low unemployment. The wall is being built. You name it. This guy, the remains of Korean veterans that were MIA, we got them back. Why? Why, after all these years? Most of you people that might listen to this or view this podcast don't even know about the Korean War, because our public schools don't teach about anything that America was involved in anymore, because it's all about bad America, good everybody else, which is nonsense. He's brought back, he's got stuff done that people only dreamed about doing.
Yeah.
He's new agreements in trade, tariffs on China. China has stolen our shit forever, and we're finally getting them to the table to at least talk about, don't steal our shit. Buy some of our stuff, great. We'll buy some of your stuff. But don't keep stealing all our intellectual property where, this company comes out with some fantastic new stuff. They want to sell it everywhere. They get it up over in China. China says, yeah, okay, well, and next thing you know, China's making the same exact thing, and they're making it in China for nothing, for free, and you're putting people out of work here in the United States.
Yeah.
He's bringing us more on an equal playing field than we have been with a lot of these places.
He's bringing us to a point where America is the world power again.
Oh.
Unfortunately, America doesn't want that. We're fighting each other.
Not all of America.
We got Antifa. We got the Democratic Party. We got all these people fighting against each other to create nothing.
They want everybody to be the same in the world. Well, guess what? It's never going to be that way. And we're not, as Americans, going to allow other people to come in here and take control of our country. They're trying real hard. Obama's administration has done more to hurt this country from a military standpoint.
He's a Marine. He's a Marine. He
weakened our nation so much, and going around and apologizing to all these other places. Just
why are we apologizing?
America was founded by people that were sick of the BS that somebody else was throwing at us. That's how it was founded. We're an offensive society.
Not only was it founded by the people that had enough, it was founded on people that had guns.
We were designed
because they fought and they defended this country with their lives. Here at Campfire Critics, we are a advocate for the veterans,
Second Amendment,
the
freedom,
the people that are serving our country right now, so that we have the opportunity
our flag,
that we can sit here, bullshit about drinking beers and
drink beer,
smoke cigars and rant on and bitch about applications and all this other crap, because we can.
We can.
And this is the land of the free. We can say whatever the fuck we want. If you don't agree with us,
First Amendment,
comment it. We'll banter along with you.
You know what I love? I love when somebody with the opposite views is willing to have a rational conversation. The problem is,
there's no such thing.
Too many of y'all can't have a rational conversation. You go right off the deep end. And, hey, that's okay.
And we have, too, here at Campfire Critics.
Absolutely.
We always said this is a political-free zone. We went down.
We're tearing it up.
We've ranted for about 20 minutes now.
We ripped the script.
I mean, literally, anybody that's going to hate us now does hate us.
Absolutely.
Like, if you first time logged into this video and you clicked on us, you might first think, these guys are pretty good. Now you might absolutely hate us. And you know what we have to say about that? Too bad.
You know how I look at it? The same people that I'm offending with what I'm saying now are the people that are bitching at me because I had a cigar. They could smell it. They hated it. And they started giving me a hard time.
You can also find us at the C2, which is the Cigar Cartel. And we've seen some videos from those guys where people have posted, I'm out on my porch smoking a cigar, and my new neighbor came over to bitch about the fact that I'm smoking a cigar.
Not going to work for me. Not going to work.
You're on your property. You can do whatever you want on that property.
Outside, on your own property.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's really nothing that anyone could tell you.
Wow. America.
I know that's an offensive topic, because if you're offended, that means that it doesn't matter what the other person thinks. You should automatically get what you want.
Yeah, since when do I have to give a fuck about you being offended?
Did you hear the story about Australia?
Foster's. Shrimp on the bobby.
Had nothing to do with beer or cigars.
Damn.
So, this woman moved into this neighborhood.
In Australia.
In Australia. So we're talking all around the world.
You never know where we're going to end up.
So she was a vegetarian.
What?
Someone that only eats vegetables.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't either, but that's what she was. She called the police because her neighbors were smoking too much meat on their grill, and the smell of meat being cooked was offensive to her.
I can't even imagine.
Imagine that. You live at your house for all these years.
Did the police come?
To tell her there's nothing they can do legally. Now there's actually a push where all these Australian people went in front of her house on his property, not hers, and started smoking meat.
Oh, I love smoking meat. I oftentimes... We were at the Texas Roadhouse yesterday. I almost took a picture of it and sent it to that AOC. And just, my caption would have been, Ooga Booga.
So I can promise you this for the people that are C2 Campfire Critics, next video will be a no political video.
Maybe. We're going to try.
Unless we get more views going this way, then we will absolutely... We won't even talk about beer or cigars.
We like beer.
We'll go right...
We like cigars.
And we're on the same political spectrum.
We like meat.
And we're on the same political spectrum.
I think we like our Second Amendment.
We do.
Can you think of anything else that might offend people?
I drive a V8 pickup truck.
He drives an American-made V8 pickup truck. I have an American-made
luxury vehicle.
Absolutely. We a Chevy, Cadillac.
What else do we have?
I've got a Rottweiler.
I got 2 dogs.
He's got 2 dogs. I have 4 children.
I got no children.
No children yet. He's young.
We smoke cigars.
We smoke cigars.
And we drink beer starting at like 9:30 in the morning.
a bunch of stuff right there.
So, if you are into beer, cigars, the Second Amendment, American-made vehicles, anything that we just talked, our president, if you don't agree with us, please like, subscribe, comment.
That's all.
Comment is the key. I mean, if you don't comment, we just assume everyone likes what we have to say. So
we'll keep it up.
You can find us at, again, CampfireCritics@yahoo.com if you want to email us directly.
CampfireCritics on Twitter.
CampfireCritics at Facebook.
Instagram.
And CampfireCritics Cigar at YouTube.
We're going to wrap it up because we're
going to give you 5 more minutes of us.
Close to done.
So this is the Bentwater
SluiceJuice
Water Brewing Company out of Lynn, Massachusetts.
New England
India Ale. New England style beer. Again, it is super cloudy, hazy. I mean, it is just as thick as that hop. Double hop.
This is better.
You think better?
I like this beer better than the what was the last one we had? Double Thunder Funk?
No, well,
from
them, yes.
I like this one better.
Yes.
So Bentwater Brewing.
You did good with this one.
I'm going for a buy now. Buy now, buy many, and buy often on the Bentwater Brewing Company out of Lynn because they're local. You're putting your neighbors to work.
So we did mention that we are unofficially sponsored by beer. Some beers distributed this week. So we do have 2 of these, plus another 2 more. We're not going to drink all of them today, but we might tap into them again when we're
Bentwater Brewing.
Not in the same status. We did finish off our Dreamtime New England IPA from down the road, and we also finished our double hop from Aeronaut Brewing out of Somerville.
So we got 2 buy nows. 2 buy nows. We got the Somerville beer, double hop.
Aeronaut Brewing.
Buy it, drink it, buy the boatload. And we got Bentwater Brewing Company out of Lynn, Massachusetts,
which is the SluiceJuice.
So
we are happy about that because I was getting nervous because we did the double thunder funk.
We don't
last week
people up,
and it's not what this is about. I mean, we're nobodies. I mean, at the end of the day, we're 2 guys sitting in front of a computer, ranting and raving about whatever. I mean, we're just sitting there bullshit. We don't know. We're not professionals. We're not anything. We did not like the Double Thunder Funk. Neither of us said there was any flavor. There was nothing really.
Okay, it was meh, and you got to be better than meh.
And if that's going to be the better model of your best beer, that should be that much better. We were saying that's an entry level beer. We now have the SluiceJuice, and we're saying buy it now.
Do it.
So again, this is just our opinions. Try all these beers if you have the opportunity. Let us know.
What do you think?
Maybe we're missing something that you guys like.
We'll hit it again. We'll try it a second time.
We're going to try to get away from these hazy beers going forward because we've done basically every podcast has been about a hazy beer. The problem is we live in New England, and unfortunately, every beer company that's made in New England makes a New England style IPA, and they are all this.
It's cold today.
It looks like the Charles River with a little orange juice and mixed in. It's dirty creek water.
Dirty.
So next time you'll probably see us sitting in front of a fireplace because it's getting really cold.
Well, we're gonna have sweatshirts on or something because this is not good.
I'm already in long sleeves and long pants. Glenn's still rocking the bathing suit.
Keep it. Making it happen.
Probably not going to happen much longer.
Probably not.
And, yeah, we've gone down a dark path this week.
Can't even begin to tell you all the other things that we could cover here.
We've talked about everything. I mean, we were talking about a potential sponsor through CBD. We lost all that info.
We did.
Do you want to talk about who that company was?
I'll tell you, the name of that company is BuyLegalMeds.com, and it's run by the owner is Joe Vargas, and you can find him on Twitter, but you won't find him under Joe Vargas.
You'll find him under his company.
Look around. You can find BuyLegalMeds.com. Check them out. CBD products.
But he's not going to sponsor us. you guys
We
don't
gotta
start
have some
liking
subscribers, man.
Because
we're having a hard
we can
time.
reach out to every company in the world, but if they look at us and say, "Listen, they've had 0 subscribers, 0 followers,
What's
0
their
likes,"
reason? Yeah, what's
why
their
would
reason?
I
What are we
give
gonna
them?
gain out of
Why would
having
I
you
give
guys
them
review our
free
product?
stuff if
Not gonna
nobody
happen.
listens to anything they have to fucking say?
So click that button. It's usually down, right over here.
Yeah, right in the right.
Right down here. Subscribe. Hit that button. It's probably red.
You might actually keep us doing this because
We'd like to keep doing it.
we enjoy it. I
do.
mean, if nothing else, we like sitting here, smoking cigars, drinking beer.
We started drinking it
And
10 o'clock this
and
morning,
we
so
said, listen, you know what
good
we're
day.
going to do? Let's put a computer in front of us and start talking.
Why wouldn't you?
And so we did this basically just off the whim of maybe this could be our full-time gig. Because we both have done many careers at this point, and we're kind
We're
of sick
tired.
of we're kind
We're
of sick of
tired.
it. I mean, I've had my shoulder rebuilt twice, and you got all
We're
types of
just
back
tired.
problems.
I'm
I mean,
just fat.
I mean, it might just be nice to sit here and and we'll cover all types of stuff. I mean, we'll video tape ourselves at the gun range,
Firearms. Absolutely.
whatever. I mean, we'll do all those things, but we need to start seeing some subscribers, some likes. I mean, if you only like us doing this, tell us. We'll sit and just do this.
Completely fly off the cuff.
If you only like us doing the political stuff, we'll do that. And we'll still smoke cigars and
Absolutely.
drink beer.
That's
if you
all.
hated that, tell us. We won't do it again. We've always said this wasn't going to be a political thing, but we went down that road anyway.
Yeah, we did. We really hit it today. We hit.
Mainly just because we're just so aggravated with everything else. Might as well bitch about the government too.
No matter what side of the political aisle you're on, you got to be fed up with the nonsense that's going on.
So we were talking.
Either way.
So the people that aren't from Massachusetts put a 4-month ban on all vape products. Juul, Blue, all of them. Vape fluids, vape shops. You can't get it.
No vaping.
They're also now going to start putting a warning label on your salt packages that you get at a restaurant, telling you how bad salt is. If you don't realize at this point that salt is bad for you, you live under a rock. Salt's bad. But if you're at a restaurant, mostly, I mean, unless you're at a really bad restaurant, they salt and season the food throughout the cooking process.
Before it even comes out
There's
to you.
plenty of salt already on there.
It could have been brine.
It's like complaining about adding soy sauce to your Chinese food takeout and then complaining the next day that you're thirsty. It's the same
It's ridiculous.
damn thing.
It's ridiculous. It's
But
sad.
if you don't realize it, salt's bad. If you don't know that by now,
If we're going to ban everything that's bad, I mean, the list just is so long.
so I am a vapor. I do it because I don't have an opportunity to smoke as many cigars as Glenn does. I do it just because of that. Because if I could smoke cigars all day long, every day, I probably wouldn't touch a vape. But I don't have the opportunity. So here and there, I use a vape. The vape fluid that you get from a shop is a reputable thing. There's natural vegetable extracts and glucose and all this other crap that they use. Couldn't tell you because I don't make it. The vape fluid that's killing people is the guy that brews crap in his tub.
I thought I was almost done with this. Look at this.
No,
I got
it
a
just
full
keeps-
damn
it
glass
just
again. This
keep-
is like
it
the
just-
never-ending
it
bent
just
water
keeps-
beer can.
It's that amazing
My
that it
God.
doesn't let you end.
We're looking to wrap this up. We're at an hour now.
But it's the guys that are making it themselves, and they're putting all this stuff that shouldn't be in there.
Backyard
That's
brewers.
and that's what's killing people.
Yeah.
So when you are into that type of stuff, please buy it from a reputable place. Don't buy it from the guy, your buddy that makes it in his backyard.
We perfectly understand that now, if this ban holds, you're going to be buying the stuff online. Just find a reputable dealer.
Go to New Hampshire.
Go to New Hampshire, buy it from a reputable place. Make sure it's something
no
that's made
taxes.
from a manufacturer, not from some guy in his backyard. They're putting stuff in it that shouldn't be in it.
Cyanide.
It's like smoking the K2 or these bath salts and stuff. You hear about these guys that have gone crazy and they're found naked in the middle of fucking downtown Boston
The zombie.
because they smoked
the zombie.
It's no good. It's not good. It's not good. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. You can get it right at the store now in Massachusetts.
I don't smoke weed, but I will tell you, if you're gonna at least get it from a guy that knows what he's talking about, because you don't know what's in stuff. I mean, we don't even know what's in this. I mean, other than they we get a description, but if we bought I've been on different cruise ships. I don't know about you, so I've been in different countries.
No.
Well, there's all these places that tell you we sell Cubans.
Yeah.
They're not selling Cubans.
We sell Cubans made in Tampa.
I mean, I've been on cruises where you have to go down some back alley, and all of a sudden you come down the end and they're telling you about all the Cubans they're selling. It's not. It's weed and it's cocaine. So, essentially what we're saying is just be safe. Make the right decisions on that stuff. We believe that people can make the decisions for themselves. We're not here to tell you what to do, and the government should be either.
Figure it out.
Again, this is Campfire Critics. We have not really been Campfire Critics this whole time. I would say since the beginning, because we haven't been sitting around a campfire doing this.
Correct. And we've strayed.
Next video, I guarantee you, we will be around a campfire doing these videos. It'll be night because we're changing our
limited edition.
We're no more 10 a.m. Drinking sessions.
No food
unfortunately,
in the belly.
Unfortunately, no more 10 a.m. Drinking sessions on a Monday where people are working. We're gonna have to start doing this after work. And anyone that's from New England knows that by 3 o'clock it's gonna start getting dark around here.
Dark out.
Glenn doesn't have much to say other than just repeating what I have to say. And
what he has to say.
So again, this is Campfire Critics. This is Glenn. Again, you can find us at
Campfire Critics on Twitter,
Facebook,
Instagram,
and YouTube at Campfire Critics Cigar. And also you can find us at CampfireCritics.yahoo.com.
Yahoo!
So again, this is Ryan and Glenn.
I think we're going to sign off.
Sorry, we've kind of trailed off on this one, but
yeah, we still got beer to drink. We are going with the buy now.
So
buy menu.
So again, just for a rundown, we smoked the Fighting Cock.
We smoked it.
Don't remember who made it, but that was a Connecticut style cigar. Great everyday cigar. He bought a whole box of 20 for how much did you spend?
I don't know. It was like $20, under $25.
So essentially $1 a cigar. We were also smoking the Alec Bradley VL2,
about $16, $17 for a 5-pack.
Black. Again, 52 range.
Nice cigar.
Maduro, great flavor. Again, I mentioned this in the last video. I'm not a Maduro smoker. We're turning them out. I'm starting to like them because they're not really. These aren't...
Dark doesn't mean super strong.
These aren't gut punches. I mean, there are some that are.
Mild. Strong.
We're going to try to do maybe a video with just infused cigars one time. We're going to do all different stuff.
So flavors.
Hopefully. I mean, otherwise this could be the very last one we ever do.
Could be it. Could be it.
I don't want it to be.
No. Please, don't let this be the end.
Again. Jesus Christ. Give us a like and a subscribe.
Don't let this be the end!
If you want to hear more of Glenn's crap that he's just trying to throw it at you, again, like us, subscribe.
Make it happen.
It's the only way YouTube is going to start spreading us off to other people because when you have no likes, no subscribes,
it doesn't matter.
It goes to absolutely nowhere. Yeah. No one's gonna pass it on. We're gonna try to have some people that actually know what they're talking about come into this.
Maybe. Maybe not.
We talked about earlier before the video got canceled about going to a brewery, talking to a brewmaster, having him describe the beer, and then have us experience it with you guys.
Derek A.C. Stewart.
Hopefully that happens. Again, Derek.
Big time
Stewart
in the cigar world.
He was at one point. We're going to try to get him on here. He can actually pick up all these different notes and flavors and stuff. He might just be popular enough to get this going in the right direction. So we're going to try to get him in. Maybe we go to a cigar event when they're having one, and we can meet some people.
Rocky Patel.
I actually met him.
Me too.
I met him at a event in Florida.
Are they the ones that have the Cabiguan?
The what?
Cabiguan.
Cabiguan?
That type of cigar.
don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
But I met him at an event in Florida when I was down there. I met his brother and him. He bought all our he covered everyone's beer tab that night.
We'd like to have somebody cover our beer tab.
And I actually won a couple fivers from him.
Fivers
In an ashtray.
nice.
Fine. But anyway,
Thanks for watching.
I'm a big fan of Drew Estate cigars, so I'm going to try to get some.
Drew Estate.
Someone from there in this.
Hip.
Yep.
They're on the cutting edge. Lots of flavors.
They actually got bought up by Swisher Sweets.
Really?
Yes.
When?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh my God, I'm way behind in the times.
I try to keep track of all this stuff.
I like some of their stuff.
So
the,
it's still
cold
it's
tea
still,
infused.
It's still handmade. They're still all in Nicaragua, but he uses Swisher Sweets money to
Nice. Using other people's
to
money.
now all of a sudden bring his brand worldwide. Hopefully, CampfireCritics can become worldwide. Maybe this eventually won't be actually the outdoors. Maybe it'll actually be a green screen.
Just looking to get out of Boxford at this point.
And
but
we
worldwide
won't
is cool.
we won't be freezing our asses off talking to you guys.
It's cold today.
So again, this is Ryan and Glenn. We're gonna sign off here now at 1 hour and 10. Hopefully, we can kind of cut some of this nonsense out. And this is CampfireCritics again.
Hey, thanks for watching.
You can find us at CampfireCritics, Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram,
YouTube, Instagram, CampfireCritics Cigars on YouTube. Send us an email
at CampfireCritics, at
yahoo.com.
And again, we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you for watching. Please tune in next week
And
when we look at some other stuff.
Bye.
Peace.